Sorry for the lateness of the video, but once again, I've come across Fiji webcams, which you all need to see. This will prove 100% that there is two light sources. So this bit's going to be pretty short. Sorry for the lateness of this video, but if you knew how much trouble it was to do these now, computer crashes every time, the snap it thing doesn't load, the snag it thing won't work. I've got to turn the computer off about 6 times now to make everything work, and it's really tiring. But anyway, look, let's have a look at this. It's the same process technically, then the same as the other one. 720, sun comes up. But what I'm going to show you, okay, just point something out to you that someone gave me a heads up about. If you look at the other video I did the other day at 401 up here in this section here, you'll notice that there's two light reflections. There's one off the tree here, and there's one off the boat, which is over there, and it goes that way. So it doesn't go the same way as a tree. If you want to verify that, go and have a look. It's there. I got told about it today, and I went and looked, and it was definitely there. Two different light sources. So here's what I'm going to show you. 150 to, it starts to get cloudy. People are having fun doing the longboards, whatever you call them, pedal boards. Okay, coming around 3 o'clock, 3:10, 3:20. Now, you notice that just out here, there's a light. See that? Look just above, and you'll notice the blue sky there. And if you look to the left, you can see the blue sky. So let's go back. 3:20, 3:30, 3:40. Notice that bright white light. 3:50, 4 o'clock. Now, it's hard for me to move this cursor, but I'll try and do it. Just look at this. You notice that? But look, it finishes here at the tree. It doesn't go past the right-hand side of the tree. What's that tell you? But look at the shape of this. Look at the shape of that that light source. It is a light source because it's blinding the screen. And I'll show you another thing in a minute that will make you believe that it's a light source anyway. So let's go to the next one. See, it's moved on. See the crescent coming down to the palm tree. And then it's moved on to the left behind the other palm trees. Watch this. What's that? That's the sun. So what was that? You get it now? The sun's only just coming over the trees. So what's that? Scary times, folks. Okay, just watch. It's got rain, everything else, and the sun is just above the trees. Light source. It's so bright, it's making the water in front of it white. Did you notice that? So it's doing a reflection on the water. And if you look at the boat in the water, the boat's got a reflection from it. Can everybody see that? See the boat reflection? The boat has definitely got a reflection, hasn't it? Look. Watch. See? Reflection on the boat. Reflection. Reflection in the water. Reflection in the water. Kaboom. Okay, let's move on. As I said, the sun comes in. Bang. Now watch this. Look to the right of the screen. This is going to blow you away. This is the sun setting. If everyone looks in the middle of the screen right now, you'll see a little white dot. That's a little white fishing boat. And if you got the other video and put these side by side, that's where the sun went down 2 days ago, beginning of the week. Now watch this. It's actually gone down in the north. It didn't move past those palm trees. See the little white fishing boat in the middle? That's where the sun went down last time, remember? Tell me how that's even physically possible, or universally possible. It went down in the north. Don't forget, 7:20. That's the sun at 7:30. That's in the morning when it just came up. Give or take half an hour. 7:20, there you go. Now if you look directly behind the big palm tree in front of the screen, on the right hand side, that's where the sun goes down, watch. See it? But 2 days ago it went down where that little white light is, where the fishing boat is. Bizarre, folks. Bizarre. Look, so it doesn't go past that tree. You can see. Look. It still doesn't explain what this is. That's the sun. That's not. That's the sun. That's not. That's the sun. That's not. Hope that makes sense to everybody. I'll turn it off now. Okay. What I'll do is show you the still picture. Whoop. Sorry folks, forgot how to turn it off. All right, here's a still picture from today of that cloud. Now, just remember that's it there, look. I just grabbed any of them. I can't remember, it's 11 minutes past 4. They're all the same. Take the gamma off it. Now watch this. For those who think this is not its own light source, right? Look above it. There's no light source there. You notice that? But here there is. So watch this. Still don't think there's two suns? Or two light sources? That ain't the sun, folks. We better start praying. Because that is massive. Look at the size of that thing. Whatever that is, it's actually bigger than our sun. Over our horizon. It's massive. So you can actually see the way it goes. It goes from there Spread that out to there. I can't even get to the other side and show how big it is. It's huge, folks. Stroppy sent me some images during the week, and I'm going to show you those now. Look at that, coming out of the stereo. Look at these. Look at the size of these things, folks, and look at that. Now, if you look really close at that, you can actually see something there. Now, this can be a CME, but I'll show you why it's not in a minute. We can't understand what it is, but it's very, very important, whatever it is. I said to Strop, I think I can see a planet in there with another planet there, but I'm not sure, not 100%. This is the other one from Soho, Alaska, and that's it again. Look, this is probably one of the most important things I've seen in a long time. Unbelievable. What do I get out of this? I want to show you this. A guy in America, Justin, excuse me, sent me these videos. Now, I can't 100% corroborate that they're dinky dive, but it's truth, they're bloody mind-blowing. The first one on the left here is mind-blowing. They're both mind-blowing. I'll show them to you. And he's talking while he's saying it, and there is some swearing in it because he's so shit scared he doesn't know what it is. But I'll play it and you can watch it.
The sun is setting behind this building. I have no idea what the fuck this is. Well, I'm gonna show y'all in a minute.
All right, watch this one, folks. This is phenomenal. It actually shows you the sun setting. Now tell me how this can be possible.
Alright, I'm here in Buffalo, New York. Listen, the sun is way the fuck over here setting. What the fuck is this in the sky? What the fuck is going on? The sun is over here. You can see it. There's the sun way down here. It is 7:48, Buffalo, New York. I'm confused. I'm totally confused. Car went by, sorry. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is going on, dude? Does anybody not see this? I'll be back. Somebody please tell me what the fuck that is in the sky over there. At the moon? I have no idea. Why would the moon be near the sun? I don't know.
So, pretty phenomenal, eh? It's hard to believe, to be honest with you. Justin, thanks for the video, mate. Fantastic. Steve Olsen put one out today that is simply fantastic, mainly because it's very short and he gets right to the point. So someone sent me a link to it and said you can actually show this on your channel. So I'm going to show it now. It goes to 2:45. It's well worth the listen.
There was a time when giants walked among us. That time.
Hi everybody, this is Steve. I just want to show you this first, and then I want to walk through a color enhanced version of it. This is from my backyard today, and what I was doing was I was just doing some camera testing before I start balloon flights again and trying different exposures, and this one is on a very low exposure. And you might see some things in here. I'm not going to say anything, but once I'm done with this first one, I'm going to move on into the other one. I'm going to show you what I saw, and I think it's startling and needs to be kind of pointed out to everybody that we might be dealing with something a little bit closer than we had thought originally we were dealing with. So first of all, that's the non-hindered view of it. This is the one with a little bit of color saturation added. And I add this circle in here because the circle, what's in that circle, does not move through the progression of the sun. And what I want to talk about here, guys, is that we're not playing a game. This isn't a middle school schoolyard. There literally is a planet up there that I captured today. And what you're seeing here is the sunlight matriculating through the atmosphere of that planet. This was also projected on Sharon Harbeck's garage yesterday, the same object, when she was taking pictures of her house at high noon. That was a red-winged blackbird in my backyard who has a nest near my telescope area. Anyway, this is just pointing straight up, and I'm pointing obviously to the south and slightly to the east as the sun comes over. And you will also notice another object starts to appear over here. So I have one, and then an object will start to appear here. But this circle has not moved the whole time of this video. So yeah, this isn't a game. We're not playing around. Shim shuck blung chuck. There is a planetary system close to our own. We have corroborating testimonies and researchers and astronomers and all kinds of people that are fessing up to this thing. Don't get distracted. This is the real problem here, okay? And we need to pull together as humans and forget about our religious labels and just come to the Spirit of God and ask for guidance. And I do that through Jesus Christ, guys. And I'm not going to be at all ashamed of that. But again, this video today is just to show you from my backyard how serious the situation is getting. And please don't for 1 second think that I think this is a game.
Pretty amazing video, eh? Which basically shows exactly the same things that Stroppy and me have been showing for the last month. The big holograms, etc. at Point Halloran. You know, guys, it's not a game. It's actually there. Here you go. Here's the latest on Australian earthquake. Watch this. We're still getting earthquakes, guys. Look. Yesterday, or 2 days ago, and 3 yesterday, and they haven't even put on the ones from today. There's another 5 that they should have put on today. 3, sorry. So, but just keep an eye on how many there is. It's phenomenal. They've even cut it off. They've now cut it off. It goes from the first 26. It's supposed to be the last 7 days. I get that, but this thing went for miles. Now let's just do it in Australia's region. Look at that. This is just in the last 7 days, guys. Look at the magnitude of some of these as well. 5.3, 5.5. There's a 6.4 in here somewhere. 6.3, that's the one. 5.1, 5.1. 6.5 in Indonesia. Yesterday, or today, sorry. 6.5 in Indonesia, and it's not even on the bloody map. Oh, sorry, here it is. Last 3. Sorry, I've got the days mixed up. Yeah, they've got the last 3 there, haven't they? Look at these ones in June. 2nd of June. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because we used to talk about getting an earthquake every 10 years. 1. that was noticeable. 6.5. That's a huge quake. What depth was it at? 87 kilometers. Geez, something wrong. Something seriously wrong. And here you go. Just when you thought things couldn't get any worse, these are the markets today. Slowly keep going down, guys. 2.32 in Japan lost today. Europe's failing at the moment. Let's see what they're up to at the moment. Whoop. There you go. That's yesterday. Oh, it's open already. You know, these just, I don't even know how they're keeping it alive, to be honest with you. Neither does anybody else for that matter. But it's interesting, isn't it? Well, guys, that's it for tonight. Just a short video, just to show everybody everything. There was one more that I wanted to show you. Sorry, I'll go here. You've got to watch this. This is unbelievable. I'm hoping Strop did it again. Part 3. Geez, he's been busy today. You got to watch this video. This is phenomenal.
Hey guys, I'm on this webcam in Mexico, and it's the, I don't know how to pronounce it, read it for yourself, 31st of May 2016, it's 5:40 in the morning, and if we have a look at the view of this camera, you can see that it's basically pointing northwest, I'd say, but northwest over here. Okay, now I was looking through this and I thought, this is rather odd. We'll just bring this up a little bit so you can hopefully see this better. This is pointing west. Remember this? It's 6 o'clock in the morning. These pictures I think are taken every 16 minutes. Yes, so 6:16. We can see a definite light source over here. Remember, this is pointing west. It's 6:16 in the morning. Clearly, quite a light source there, 6:48. Missed a shot, 7:16. That light is still massive. Disappearing now. You can see the sunlight's coming up because of it's coming up behind the camera. But whatever that was, and then now I'll just run this through, and you can see this light sort of disappears. Let's just get this up at 5 frames at this stage. Now I want to show you, here's the fiddly thing. Let's just get back up to where we were. Sorry, just going to have to do it the slow way. But what I was showing you here is that the camera is definitely pointing west because the sun starts setting. So that massive, here it comes, that massive light in the early morn, most unusual. I'd like someone to be able to explain what caused that. Here's the sunset. So remember, the light was here. Is the sun setting? Nothing but a massive great light. Okay, cheers.
Might as well watch the second one just to see what it's like, folks. He's done a good job on this. Did you notice the white was exactly the same as Fiji? There wasn't any difference in it whatsoever.
G'day everyone, I'm on the webcams to Mexico, Fiesta Americano. It's the 1st of June 2016 and it's 5:32 in the morning. Let's have a quick look at this camera. It's pointing, as you can see here, pointing just west, northwest really. just to give you an idea. So we should be seeing the sunset. It's 5:32 in the morning, and I just want to rush you through these. You see the sun's comes up, oh, bang. Well, it doesn't really. It's 5:48. Look at this.
What the hell is that,
Massive
folks? Look
light
at,
here.
look at
Remember,
that.
we're looking west. Sun's coming up in the east. It's coming up behind this camera. So 6:16. These pictures are taken every 16 minutes. 6:32. You can almost see the rays of light coming out from this whatever's.
You can clearly see those rays of light. It's unbelievable, undeniable.
6:48. 7 o'clock.
Notice the reflection on the water.
It's in the sky for some time, and it seems to be creating a bit of light on the water. Still there, 7:16. And now you can see the sun coming up behind. Coming up behind. This light source is now fading away. Skip the photo, skip the second one. Now it's 8:16 and the sky looks normal. Now let's just quickly go through this, and we can prove that this is facing west, because the afternoon rolls on. The sun, if not, changed. The sun sets in the. Let's quickly do this again. For some reason it's not allowing me to come through. There's that light source. Here comes the sun setting. Just for good measure, the light source pops up. And for some reason it will not let me focus on those on that sunset anymore. They're gone. Anyway, it proves that the sun is coming down, but that massive light source, we'll just go back through, see. Where are we? It's the last shot we've got of at 7:32, 7:16, 7 a.m. So it's definitely causing that.
Look at the size of it, folks. Jeez, that's unbelievable, isn't it?
Anyway,
it's exactly the same as Fiji.
I'll leave a link. Cheers.
So, you know, not only is it happening in the southern hemisphere, it's happening in the northern hemisphere as well. So, very interesting times, folks. All right, well, we'll leave it there. You won't be able to watch this unless you watch it right now, which is 9:55 my time. So it's 10. So they changed this at 12 o'clock. Only keep one day. That's why I had to make this video as well. Just one last thing to say. Thanks for all the emails and stuff people are sending me. I do try to get back to everyone if I can. If I don't get back to you, there's two reasons for that. One, I'm slow, and two, I probably didn't get your email because it looks like my emails are being massively censored. Especially, you know, when I send emails to Strop at the moment and he's sending me back, it takes hours for us to get them. I mean, literally hours. I'm obviously getting censored, so if I don't respond to you, don't take it the wrong way. Just try and send me another email and I might get it. If you're sending me attachments, note that I might not get them at all. And if you're wondering why I don't show any pictures, it's because it's very hard for me to prove where the pictures come from. Even though I probably understand you've all got the best of intentions, but it's only because of the fact that I can't prove where your pictures have come from. I've seen a lot of guys do this, and a lot of guys have been called out for exactly the same reason, photoshopped pictures. I'm not saying anybody that sent them to me has photoshopped them, but you've got to understand my point of view. The credibility of all this hinges on these sort of things. So, you know, the one I showed from Justin, I'm pretty sure it's real because you can actually, it's a video, you can see it. If it's not, I'll have to put my hands up and say it's not until that time. I'll leave it to everyone else. All right, folks, God bless. See you all on the next video, hopefully the next couple of days. God bless. Good day, everybody. Prep Aussie here. Sorry for the lateness of the video, but once again, I've come across Fiji webcams, which you all need to see. This will prove 100% that there is two light sources. So this bit's going to be pretty short. Sorry for the lateness of this video, but if you knew how much trouble it was to do these now, computer crashes every time, the Snap It thing doesn't load, the Snagit thing won't work. I've got to turn the computer off about 6 times now to make everything work, and it's really tiring. But anyway, look, let's have a look at this. It's the same process technically, then the same as the other one. 720, sun comes up. But what I'm going to show you, okay, just point something out to you that someone gave me a heads up about. If you look at the other video I did the other day at 401 up here in this section here, you'll notice that there's two light reflections. There's one off the tree here, and there's one off the boat, which is over there, and it goes that way. So it doesn't go the same way as a tree. If you want to verify that, go and have a look. It's there. I got told about it today, and I went and looked, and it was definitely there. Two different light sources. So here's what I'm going to show you. 150 to, it starts to get cloudy. People are having fun doing the longboards, whatever you call them, paddle boards. Okay, coming around 3 o'clock, 3:10, 3:20. Now, you notice that just out here, there's a light. See that? Look just above, and you'll notice the blue sky there. And if you look to the left, you can see the blue sky. So let's go back. 3:20, 3:30, 3:40. Notice that bright white light. 3:50, 4 o'clock. Now, it's hard for me to move this cursor, but I'll try and do it. Just look at this. You notice that? But look, it finishes here at the tree. It doesn't go past the right-hand side of the tree. What's that tell you? But look at the shape of this. Look at the shape of that that light source. It is a light source because it's blinding the screen. And I'll show you another thing in a minute that will make you believe that it's a light source anyway. So let's go to the next one. See, it's moved on. See the crescent coming down to the palm tree. And then it's moved on to the left behind the other palm trees. Watch this. What's that? That's the sun. So what was that? You get it now? The sun's only just coming over the trees. So what's that? Scary times, folks. Okay, just watch. It's got rain and everything else, and the sun is just above the trees. Light source. It's so bright, it's making the water in front of it white. Did you notice that? So it's doing a reflection on the water. And if you look at the boat, in the water, the boat's got a reflection.